All right, I'm doing my quick curiosity one-to-one video reflection of the entire interview I had. So let's get started. The person I interviewed was Nisar Gandhi, who is currently an intern at JP Morgan and previously had an internship at Piper Jaffray, which is one of the top IT banking companies in the world, let alone the nation. So I was extremely interested in this, seeing as he got these internships at such a young age as well, because these are very competitive fields, and I wanted to sort of get out of him how he got there, what his story was in terms of everything. And what I really wanted from this was to reflect upon, like, can I do this? Can I really get this sort of same thing? Do I have the same motivation he has? And if not, can I improve upon it? So from there, we went to Purple Onion, which is a cafe right on University, and we were there for about, I'd say, more or less 30 to 45 minutes. I didn't want to check the clock too much because I didn't want to make it seem like I was rushing or kind of looking at the clock to make it go by faster, if anything like that. So I tried to keep it in that sort of like mood the entire time. In terms of what things I learned that he had a pretty rough start to college. He really hated everything he was doing. He was initially a neuroscience major. However, he transferred to Carlson because he just didn't enjoy himself. And from there, seeing as he transferred majors and everything on a whim, he really wanted to prove himself. And from there, he became one of the top prospects out of Carlson, be an IT banking person. He has dreams of law school. However, he's not going to act upon those dreams unless it becomes the forefront of sort of his plans in life, which at the moment he wants to go in IT banking because he's at that point where he's such a good candidate to do so. And from that, I really took out like, wow, he made a change. He made a big change and acted upon this change. He didn't make the change and then suddenly say, "Oh wow, this might be a little bit too much. I'm changing to make things better for me, but at the same time, I'm not going to put in more work." No, he changed to make things better for him and put in more work to make it that much better, to make it probably the best scenario as possible. And I really want to do the same sort of thing from that. And honestly, I think I can in terms of everything. However, I haven't made a change. I don't plan to make such a change. I just need to improve upon myself at this current point. All right. So, in terms of knowledge of what I gained a lot of knowledge about the professional aspects of life. Honestly, like when told me he transferred from neuroscience uh, to finance, he told me all about the fact that from here he had to transfer his ways into from a science where you're studying by yourself, you're doing labs and stuff, to a place where you have to networking is key and such like that. And the way he did it is just he really took in the aspect of learning from other people, how they talk to him and how he'll respond and such. Like he told me ways that strategies to really take advantage of that. Like you talk in the same tone with someone else, create a good conversation, create a good flowing conversation and such. And in terms of inspiration, I think his story is overall very inspiring, seeing as he is one of the top prospects out of college. Like it's ridiculous thinking about how he has an internship at Piper Jaffray and JP Morgan when they're both such well-renowned companies. And in terms of guidance, he really did help me. He told me about how, in terms of everything, that this interview was a pretty good start in getting to know how to change myself if I'm going to at any point to become a better person, to have a better life goal. Sorry, my roommates are about a bit loud, but yeah, in terms of connection and resource, I really hope at this point I could use him as guidance. He seems like a very good person. He's very personable, very casual, which is perfect for me because that's the way I want to talk to people. So yeah, so in terms of everything after the meeting, I think it was pretty cool. I went outside of my comfort level, being able to talk to a complete stranger this time. Like I've had maybe one or two talks with him, and being able to get such great reception from him, and in terms of everything. In terms of the most value, I really like the fact that I have his connection in general. Like being able to have him openly talk to me as if like I was important in his time of day. He had the time for me, and I had the time for him. Uh, in terms of the conversation, I think I did decently well. I tried to ride on top of what he said as much as possible because I think that's probably the best way to talk to someone that you don't know. You talk in your interest a little bit, but you always put your interest in some terms to him, just so it's easier for him to respond and such. And in terms of how this skill might be valuable, it helped me really reach out to random people. Like in terms of everything, I want to be able to talk to people I barely know, be able to be receptive of everything they say, and sort of be able to reflect on what they say as well. So yeah, in terms of everything, that's how that kind of worked out. I don't know how to stop this like that.